Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, you see me again. Yes, so today it's going to be a super informative video. So आज का video it's going to be a little different. It's going to be an informative video, and it is going to be about CA articleship in Dubai. Yes, whoever are into CA fraternity, it will be really a great help. I am hoping. So there are not many videos about this on YouTube, so I thought let's do this. Yes. And CA fraternity के लिए this will be kind of different because awareness about CA articleship in Dubai is very less in India. So let's get into the video. So I will be discussing about CA, how you, if you are really planning to come to Dubai to do your CA articleship. So what are the ways to do your CA articleship, and what will be the stipend, and how is it actually valid or not? And if you want to do industrial training after this, and if you want to go back to India after becoming a CA, how will that be beneficial to you? And what are you going to how different it's going to be in respect of firms and your learnings here as a CA article, and if the stipend will be sufficient for you for rent, travel, and food and everything. So yes, this, and also I'm going to share my experience, my personal experience of how I came here, and also my suggestions at the end. So yeah, stay tuned till the end. So first let's speak about ways of doing your CA articleship if you're planning. So first thing is, you will always have a Dubai chapter here. Like there is Institute of Chartered Accountancy of India in Dubai. Yes, and they will be of a great help. The details of Institute of Chartered Accountancy of India in Dubai in the description. And if you want, you can find it in the maps. You can find ICAI Dubai, and there you can go and submit your resume, and they will forward it to the CA firms here. So that will be actually a great help, and that will be one of the main and biggest source. You can find the firms, and then you can go for the interviews once you get a call after they forward your resume to different firms. Yes. And the second thing will be, you will find a CA firms list here anywhere. You can find it, and if you really want it, then you can DM me on Instagram. I can provide you with that CA firms in Dubai. So you can send each of them your resume personally on their mail address. So with, like, you have 140, 150 CA firms, it may get updated. So you can personally send them on their mail address. So that's your second way. And third way will be to walk into CA firms and ask them, or submit your resume there. Just drop down your resume. Well, I have tried 3. So yes, you can try any one of them, or 3 of them. So there is not quite of awareness about this. CA articleship Dubai में होता है क्या? So yes, it होता है, and valid भी है. The 3 years of period is actually valid. So, but if you ask people around you, it's going to be difficult unless and until it's a very knowledgeable person, or who have certain experience here. So he can guide you through it, but it's going to be difficult to find your answers around you. So yeah, be wise and take your own decisions. So yes, now we are going to discuss about how different it is going to be working here as a CA article. So क्या सीखने को मिलेगा? How different it is going to be. First thing, the laws and statutes are very different compared to Indian laws and statutes. And second thing is taxation, audit, and accounts are, there are different compliances here. Like accounting standards in India, we use here IFRS. So regarding that, it's going to be very different. Like, you won't be having any exposure of Indian laws, but you will be having it in books. So all the book for you will be preparing for CA final and CA inter. So all the Indian laws and compliances you will be you can cover it during your preparation and exams. But the practical knowledge will be all about UAE statutes and laws. So you'll be having a wide exposure in UAE laws. So, alright, let's get into the benefits of doing CA articleship in Dubai. मतलब क्या benefit है इधर करने के बाद? So one of the benefit is, after becoming a chartered accountant, you will be having more opportunities because you have an exposure here, like be it taxation, audit, or accounting. You will be having all exposure of UAE laws, so you will be having more opportunities as a CA here. And the second benefit is you will be having, you can start an independent life in your early 20s. So that is a very, a plus point to start your independent life in your early 20s. It's going to be a great start. So if you are ever planning to settle down here in Dubai, so this is an heads up. You can start your articleship here, and then you'll be having great opportunities as a CA here. And also, if you are not, unfortunately, if you couldn't clear your CA finals, still you'll be having the 3 years of experience of audit or accounts or taxation, whichever field you choose. So 3 years of experience here can do wonders. So yes, you can get a good high-paying job here after so much of experience in Dubai. So that's also a plus point. Yes, let's talk about if you really want to work in a Big Four here in a Big Four here in Dubai. So the problem here is with they're not providing with the visa to Indian students. Well, if you are if someone of your family can sponsor you with the visa, your father or your spouse can sponsor you with the visa, that will be actually a great help. But Big Fours, as per my knowledge, are not providing with the visa to Indian students. So yes, you can anyway you can work in small size firms and medium size firms. Well, now let's discuss articleship ke baad if you want to go back to India and work. Well, yes, if you are a chartered accountant and if you have finished your 3 years of articleship period in Dubai and want to go back to India and work as a CA, then yes, you will be new to all the laws, but as I told you earlier, in your CA final and CA inter, all the laws and compliances you have learned is Indian law. So basically that will be actually a great help. But if you want to just you may lag 2-3 months behind understanding the laws, taxation, and it is going to be difficult, but I think you can catch it up in 3 or 4 months, or max 6 months you can catch it up to other chartered accountants. So yeah, that, and opportunities also will be as equal as a normal Indian chartered accountant. So yes, now we'll speak about industrial training. If you guys know about this industrial training, it can be done after 1.5 years of your articleship period. If you want to do your industrial training, yes, it is also, you can also do that. If you want to go back, you can go back to India. Also, there are firms here in Dubai. You can do your industrial training here. So that is like minimum 1.5 years period. You have to finish your articleship, and then you can carry on with your industrial training. Think about Stiphend. So the thing is, if you clear your CA intermediate group 1, you will be getting 1,000 dirhams on an average, 1,000 dirhams to 2,000 dirhams, that is 22,000 Indian rupees to 44,000 Indian rupees. Yeah, initially it will be a little difficult, but gradually you can pick it up. So now I will share you my personal experience of how did I come here and what all actually it was, how it was, and how could I join a firm, and what helped me, everything. So yes, I actually never had a plan of Dubai, honestly. So it just triggered me up once I saw a YouTube video. Ek YouTube video found this thing. So I just went through it and I saw that and I thought, oh okay, articleship Dubai mein bhi kar sakte hai, and that was in Malayalam. So I texted him. He dropped his number. So I texted him, asked him a few queries what I had. So he was actually a great help, and then I thought, why not, let's try this. And then I researched about it. I asked people honestly, but no one actually had any information regarding this. Like even few of my, no one could actually suggest me something, because everyone was clueless कि दुबई में UAE में आर्टिकलशिप कर भी सकते हैं क्या, मतलब वैलिड भी है क्या. तो yes, so I found out and I spoke to as many people as I could, and I understood कि हाँ कर सकते हैं. So what I did was I spoke to that person. He told me it's kind of, yes, you can do it, and it's also beneficial if you are actually planning to stay there. So, and also it's preferable if you clear your both the groups. So yes, so I came here and then I went to ICAI chapter. One of my sir also suggested me a firm, but I couldn't get through the interview. Then ICAI chapter I went and I submitted my resume, and then she forwarded my resume to all the firms. and meanwhile I also sent the resume to chartered accountant firms, and yes, and then ICAI chapter. Then I went for interviews, like different interviews. People called me up, and I went to interviews, and I could clear few of them. Few interviews where I went to approximately around 10 interviews, and few told कि visa का issue है, few told the post is going to be in Bahrain, few had an issue with because I only cleared one group, so they wanted me to clear two groups, and so these kind of issues came up, and finally I could get through one interview, and they were okay with everything else, and they were also providing with the visa, so I approved and got into the firm, alhamdulillah. Now it's well and good, but the thing is, my suggestions would be कि दो ग्रुप अगर क्लियर करके आ सकते हो तो दिस विल बी रियली गुड, क्योंकि अभी यहाँ आने के बाद स्टडी लीव विद स्टडिंग इन अ न्यू एनवायरनमेंट, आई वुड सजेस्ट यू इज अगर हो सका तो take a 2 months visa and come here, or more than that, because you may find a lot of opportunities here as a CA article, or you may not find, just to keep up with your hope and everything, you take a longer period of visa, and you also, like, I have found many jobs, like I was getting job offers like for account as an accountant, or into taxation or into audit, so jobs are very different lanes. So if you want to stick to your CA career, then find a CA article, even if the jobs are offering you very good of a package. So yes, so just stick to your CA article. I know initially it is going to be a little difficult, with low stipend, and but I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's really worth it. I suggest you, if you're planning next couple of years here, then it will be really beneficial. अभी exposure मिलेगा 3 साल का, फिर आप job इधर करोगे in monetary terms and standard of living, it is really beneficial. So yes, so this is all. I really hope I have answered all the doubts if someone is coming here, and also you can always DM me on my Instagram handle, and yes, that's it for this video, and yeah, take care.